another episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died. He rose again. Just going to get into it. Okay. I know it's a little bit of a. No, you probably can't tell, but I said it's a little bit of a mess. Just a little bit. I'm actually rearranging some things um in the background. So yeah. So it may not look a mess, but it is a bit of a mess. Okay. Anyway, so I saw all his story. Um Let me get to it. Okay. Um, Here we go. Okay. So I saw the story in the New York Post. Woman who plunged 50 feet. I just said the way she ended her life, but woman who died by suicide um, at Indianapolis airport called operators before suicide. Okay. Um, the woman who ended her life by suicide after trigger warning after jumping from a terminal deck at the Indianapolis International called operators moments before her suicide, officials said. The airport's operations center got a call from Ashley Michelle Kidd, 38, on Saturday afternoon and tried to keep her on the phone while desperately trying to find her. The operators, however, were not able to calm the woman down as police raced to her on a upper terminal deck. During the call, the woman became despondent and began to travel away from the location and across the 4 lanes of vehicle traffic on the upper level of the Terminal Drive, airport officials said in a statement. Then she climbed the retaining wall and airport public safety personnel arrived at the scene moments later and tried to apply life-saving first aid to the woman, but she did not survive. Our officers and fire crews responded immediately and worked together through CPR and AED support and every other measurable available to us. Keith Berlin, IAA Senior Director of Operations and Public Safety, said. We are all deeply saddened that those efforts could not change the outcome, Berlin added. Her cause of death was listed as blunt force of the trunk and extremities, meaning she suffered extensive non-penetrating injuries to every part of her body except her head. Man. Man. Okay. What can you say? No. What can you say? Who knows what she was dealing with? Who knows what's her name? Who knows what Ashley Michelle Kidd was dealing with? Okay. Who knows what Ashley Michelle Kidd was dealing with? We don't know what she was dealing with. I guess what she was dealing with just became too much. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So I just pray for her family. Just pray for the first responders who tried to revive her. Um, pray for anyone who had to pray for everyone at the airport who had to witness that. No. Um, hmm, yeah. Yeah, the operators were not able to calm her down. Hmm. Yeah. Never know what someone's dealing with. Yeah, just never know what someone's dealing with. Especially since this happened in a such a public place like a airport. Okay. Um, yeah. Um, some people probably saw all her. Um, again, I just pray for Ashley Michelle Kidd, her family, EMTs, first responders, um, airport law enforcement who were at the scene. You know, yeah, yeah. Mm. Story doesn't say what she was dealing with. Okay, but I'm gonna keep an eye on his story to see if they do mention what she was um, dealing with. Um, hold on, let me go to all tabs. Okay, so UConn, a short while ago, um, they won the men's national men's national. What? Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I was about to say UConn won it, but I thought Michigan won it, and I was right. I was about to say UConn won it. Okay, but I'm pretty sure Michigan won it. Okay, so but Dan Hurley, who was on the losing end of Michigan's 69-63 victory, um, he openly discussed his struggles with severe anxiety, panic attacks, and intense pressure. Um, Following championship seasons, he experienced deep emotional lows, including a 2024 panic attack and past thoughts of stepping down due to burnout. Okay. Um, Dan Hurley talked about some of the things on this mental health journey. His physical and emotional struggles. Hurley has described feeling like a shell of himself during dark moments, suffering from intense pregame anxiety and experiencing panic attacks, one of which led to hospitalization. The pressure to perform. Despite winning consecutive NCAA championships, Hurley revealed that the internal pressure to succeed often led to a mental health crisis. He often experienced unbearable anxiety and a constant fear of failing, even after high stakes wins. Okay. Overcoming challenges. Hurley has been candid about his need for therapy and counseling. He notes that seeking help is not a sign of weakness and that he now feels more in control of his emotions, advocating for others to do the same. Refusal to slow down. Despite the toll, Hurley has maintained his intense coaching routine, citing a need for structure while openly discussing his experiences to help others. Yeah. So something that Dan Hurley said about that. Notes that seeking help is not a sign of weakness. Okay. Yeah, seeking help is not a sign of weakness. And what do I say all the time? Mental health affects everyone. Suicide affects everyone. Anxiety affects everyone. Basketball coaches included. Dan Hurley. Yep. Basketball coaches included. And if basketball coaches can open up about their mental health struggles, okay? If basketball coaches can open up about their mental health struggles with anxiety and depression and whatnot, the everyday man, everyday woman, we can open up about our mental health struggles, okay? That should inspire us to open up about our mental health struggles, right? Because um, pro athletes have been one of the most, or more often than not, the most vocal about seeking help, okay? Dan Hurley, Dak Prescott, Hayden Hurst, Max Crosby, okay? Um, yeah, pro athletes are often the ones who advocate the most, okay? So if coaches, professional athletes, NFL players, NBA players can speak about their experiences with mental health, I think that should really inspire us, okay? Because um, what's stopping us, okay? If they're able to speak about their issues with mental health, what's stopping us, okay? And like I said, Dan Hurley, pro athletes open up about their experiences. What's stopping us? Okay, what's stopping us from seeking help? You know, so yeah. Let's discuss mental health more. Let's talk about mental health more. Let's make it normal to get help. Okay. Don't believe the crap when people say you should hold everything in. No, hold everything in and don't get help. No, no, don't believe that. That's crap. You shouldn't hold stuff in. That's how stuff happens. Okay. Sooner or later, it's gonna come out. Sooner or later, it's gonna come out in some kind of way. Okay. When you hold that type of stuff in, sooner or later, it's gonna come out in some kind of way. And more often than not, it's going to come out in a bad way. Okay. So you shouldn't hold stuff in. Don't hold stuff in. Get help. Release what you're feeling. Okay. Let's get help. Getting help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Okay. You don't want to hold weight in your chest. Okay. You don't want to hold weight in your chest. all this stuff you're holding inside is like holding like 100 pounds in your chest. Okay. And trust me, when you release what you're feeling to 988, to people who understand you, people who listen to you, okay? When you release what you're feeling, believe me, it's like a cleansing, okay? It's like a cleansing of your chest, okay? It's like a cleansing because you got everything that you were feeling out. And now, because somebody took the time to listen to you, to have compassion, to show empathy, to be non judgmental, now you can go on another day because you took the time to open up to someone, a trusted friend, trusted family member, 9888, your local crisis center, the crisis text line. Okay. Yeah. So getting help is not a sign of weakness. Okay. Release what you feel. Take the weight off. Okay. All right. That's it, and that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. May God bless you all. Peace.